Hey everyone, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today, look, I can't even remember entirely what we were doing today, so that's super fun. But what I should do is probably just finish off my modules, because they're almost there. I remember we were looking at some aluminium problems. What is the problem with aluminium? Looks like it's going as fast as it possibly can, so that's always good. Aside from maybe some shortages of resources, maybe that's what's slowing it down. Okay, maybe we'll put a pipe into it at some point near future. So, we've got a few goals today. We want to probably spec out my suit and my... We want to spec out a few things, but we want to also finish off some things. So I'm going to build some iron chests, because what I'm going to need is... Because I'm going to want to make a new... What is it called? Power armor. A new power armor is going to need... you know, a bunch of modules and stuff, like module 3s, module 2s. So I'm just going to collect a few modules together, and also I'm going to... What was the other thing I was going to do? I was going to make module 3s. So we'll collect the modules first, and then we'll make module 3s. It should be pretty simple, aside from the fact we have a massive lack of transistors. What I might do is I might put transistors in there. Are they not called transistors? They are. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of transistors, because we are actually having a massive shortage of them at the moment. It's easy enough to do. But what we also need to do is start making 3s. So before that, you need to make your harnesses, which is actually pretty simple, because we've done these before. And this is a... Ooh, it's the legendary 6 harness. How exciting. All harnesses before have been 5s, but this is a legendary 6, as they say in the business. Or as they prefer to call it, the bidness. I don't know why they call it that, but it is what they call it. And then we are going to be making things incredibly slowly. But hopefully fast enough for it to be okay. I really do need to increase the speed of these bots as well. So we should also, all going well, have the 7th rocket launch today and start on the next production of that too, which is interesting. Now we can't actually do these yet because we haven't done the research. Can start the 3s, so that's an interesting and somewhat annoying. What do we need? We need speed module 2s. What are we putting in here? Mix it with the solder? I mean, we need lots of everything, honestly. Doesn't really matter what we mix with what, because everything's got to be on half a belt anyway. So, might as well mix it with whatever the heck we've got. What have we got? Well, integrated electronics and CPUs, they're already together, so I see no reason why we should split them up. They're already good friends. And we're going to just copy this design, because let's be honest, this design is working pretty well for me. Let's just keep making it work for me. But the good news is, with this design, we can just... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I like this positioning. That's where we're at. And we can't exactly make everything happen right now, but that's okay. We'll get there. And finally, the last one goes down into... Yeah. Okay, so that's half of what we needed. Well, sort of. But we still need solder, transistors, and module contacts. Module contacts, fairly easy, and I don't need to split these. But what I could do, because I don't need to split these, because Lord knows I've got a lot of these, is I can put them into here. I've run out of belts again, like a damn fool. Actually very close to running out of belts anyway, wasn't I? No matter how you look at it, this was about to go badly. Okay, and then that can go down and down. It can do the same thing down. Yeah? No. Let's just copy that bit. That bit's probably good. Yeah, and then we can almost do that bit, except we don't need to worry about separating a second time. What we do need to worry about is actually getting it connected again. What am I doing? There we go. Excellent. So then we just need to get solder and transistors, which they're literally on that line. Super cool. We may need to make that a little bit tighter. Yeah. Okay, so solder and transistors are already on a line. However, the problem with solder and transistors is we don't have enough transistors. That's okay. Oh no. Okay. So I think it's time to go get more ingredients. Do we really have no trains around? We just never have any trains around. And so this is probably what's slowing down building everything from here on. Oh, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like these are actually the reason for slowness. That's alright, we can speed all that. We can speed everything up very soon. So that'll be good. Yeah, these are slow. What? Oh, it's transistors again. What a surprise. We're going to be making a lot of transistors very, very soon. Just to really expand things properly. That I feel like we still don't have enough of them. Like we wanted 3,000, we only got 1,700. Still a large number, but I needed a larger number than even that. So transistors, how's plastic going actually? Plastic is going all right. Could possibly be going a little bit better, and in fact I'm going to force it to go a little bit better. But generally it seems like it's doing okay. What I'm going to do is just put some fast stack inserters here. Just so that way it loads a little bit faster. But even then, I think we could still be making some stuff a little bit faster. That's alright. It's doing alright, all things considered. Anyway, I'm going to grab one of these hydrogen trains. Because there's usually a hydrogen train. And let's go back to the factory to finish off these things. And then building a lot of transistors. So many transistors. Or if they come by train, of course, they're transistors. Anyway. 72%. Yeah, look, everything's going slow right now due to the lack of transistors, but that's okay. It'll all get fixed shortly. Okay. We could probably actually make this a little bit tighter. Just to give me a little bit more room to play with up here. What I want to do is split, go that way, go down. That needs to be one step out. The only way I can really do that is with express underground belts, which I carry, apparently. Legitimately surprised right there. That needs to really hang that way for a little bit longer. Okay. That should do it, and then we go underground. Okay, this is actually working, which is both horrifying and exciting. Then we separate it again. No, we don't. We need this to go deeper, don't we? That was what we had the problem of last time. Then we go like that. That one goes down to get out of this madness. And this one goes out and around. That connects to there. That connects to there. We don't need to worry about going super deep this time. That's the wrong one. Great. That should be everything. I mean, aside from what we don't have the tech for, which is actually some things. We'll get the tech for it. We'll worry about that in a moment. What matters is that I should be seeing some of these being made. If we didn't have a lack of transistors, or CPUs apparently is now a thing. But we are making these, so that's good. Okay. And then one last thing, and then we're at module tier 3s. Or tier 4s, as the episode's called on YouTube, because I'm really not sure what tier level they're at this point. It's a bit more confusing when it starts at 0. Okay, and just extend that. Great, so the next part is also going to be a 6, so it's going to be almost the exact same design, honestly. I mean, we could just... Hell, let's just copy this. I mean, that works, right? I've really just used the same design over and over in this part, but... Yeah, it's been a working design, so... Why wouldn't you? And then we are done with modules, sort of. We need to really expand making them, but... Let's give myself plenty of room. Go. So, what do we really need? I need green, reds, blues, blacks, cable harnesses, and Jimmy Gems. Jiminy Gems, as they used to say in high school. They did not used to say that in high school. I did not go to high school with a bunch of people who were like 1940s superheroes. Imagine if I did. Well, I mean, I'd be a lot older, wouldn't it? That's really what the conclusion of that joke is. Greens and reds don't need to be separated using this complicated machinery. What I might do is put the gems on this side. Maybe I'll do this one. Let's do the hard one first. Which is to connect this to these. And I'm going to this. And then finally this last one. You'll note that we don't have a lot of red circuits black circuits right now. That is, I'd like to say by design, but the design is that we've got not enough transistors. So it's not by a good design in any case. Great. But having these red modules is probably the most critical thing, because we can start making things slower but more efficiently. Okay, and then we also need greens and reds. They're going to be a lot easier to bring along. We just need to grab the cables. Not cables, yeah, that's not greens and reds, that's blues and reds. They're two separate colors. How do I make that mistake? Oh, I'm blue-red colorblind. I don't think that's a thing, but you know what? It can be. If you're green-red colorblind, this part's going to be a real pain for you. Like he says there's two things, but there's only one. Actually, do they look different? They don't look different at all, do they? They do look subtly different. Okay, so if you're green-red colorblind, it's still a nightmare, but it's not the biggest nightmare in the world. I don't think about green-red colorblind a lot. I mean, I don't design games, so maybe I don't need to, but still, sounds like a real pain. Okay, so we're going to do like that and connect into that. Cool. Can we do that again? No, we don't want to do it like that again. We actually missed a spot, which is really funny. So you'll note right now there's nothing coming down here. That's kind of expected. Okay. Like, there's not near the resources coming down here that we really need, but that's fine, I suppose. So blue is going to be amethysts. Where are my amethysts at? Please tell me they're not all the way on the other side of the base. They're on the other side of the base, aren't they? We do not have near the resources for this. Because it's going to require so many belts that we just do not have. Not that I can build these right now, so maybe it doesn't matter that too much, but... And topaz. Now one of these only gets one gem type in it, so what if I did this? There we go. Now we've got topaz on the line. But now we only need to worry about one belt. We do, however, need to get there before the topaz does. And we're about to run out of belts very soon. Do we at least get to the end of the line? We do! Well, you know, small blessings, I suppose. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to go emeralds. Can go that way. Meanwhile, and then it can go underground. Like that. And then topaz can have its own line. Because I'm good that way. Okay. So as far as anyone's concerned, this is working. Probably need to chuck those emeralds there because there is literally probably no use for polished emeralds. Okay, that's good. Then we need, so blue is amethysts. I don't know where blues are right now, so let's not worry about blues. I don't know where anything. Oh, here they come. Blues are amethysts. Amethysts. Well, actually, what is topaz used for? If I take a guess, I would say probably red. It's green. Got it wrong. Which means the split does actually need to be where I was thinking. And this is diamonds and what? Amethysts? No, that's just topazes. Okay, where's topaz go since we're here? Topaz goes into green. Okay, well, just do that then. Okay, so topaz into green. Amethyst, I believe, into blue. Which, by that extension, diamonds go into red. Amethyst. Double check that. Amethyst into, yep. Amethyst go into blue. Wonderful, and then that means finally diamonds must go, because there is no other options, into red, which it's annoying that I don't have the belts for it, because they could actually be made right now. That's alright, I'll go get the belts in just a moment. Okay, and then we need to start thinking about making a lot of things. A lot of transistors. I have a funny feeling, despite this being sitting here for 100 or so seconds, it hasn't made anything. Is it because of... I don't know why it is, actually. I was going to say, is it because of the lack of transistors? But it did actually make 2. 2 is not a great number for science packs. What is it you're lacking, buddy? Oh, looks like I am not getting rid of that trash. That's a mistake. Oh, is that naphtha I'm lacking? Huh. Interesting and concerning. I would have thought I had lots of naphtha. We have no naphtha. Oh dear. Well, let's go make some naphtha real quick. Then we can worry about everything else. Turns out we didn't really make that many transport belts while I was gone because the shortage is... What is the shortage in? Power is a problem. Maybe we do power next. I know I really want more transistors, but at least transistors are being made. Power will shut down a lot of things. So we're just going to go to my little shitty fuel factory. my little oil producing area. It doesn't produce a lot of oil, it really doesn't do much at all. And that's why I'm a little disappointed that it's like running out of stuff and didn't tell anyone. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Okay, so that's going to make some naphtha now, which will be good. It's going to be good to have that naphtha. In the meantime, I'm going to just take this train away. And we're going to go back into this last little bit. That'll get us most of the way. Oh. Okay, so the naphtha goes out. It's going to make a couple of things, and then it's going to run out of naphtha again. But that's alright, that's life. Sometimes in life you run out of naphtha. Sometimes in life you even know what naphtha is. Not this life, I'm afraid. All I know about naphtha is you don't want to have it in oxygen not included. As it typically means you melted your plastic by mistake. I don't know if there's any use for naphtha aside from mistakes. Maybe there is, I don't know. I feel like the answer is it's not. Alright. I can't help but notice there's no topaz. Where are my topaz? Oh. Oh, that's going to be a problem for later. We'll get a fix on that very soon. And for some reason it always misses out the last little bit. Probably my fault. I was like, why is it not grabbing those black cables? Because it literally doesn't need them. And the blue and blacks aren't coming this way because things are being separated in a very shitty way. Okay, that's fine. So now we need to start thinking about power or transistors. Let's have a quick look at how power's going. I mean, power sometimes isn't a problem. It just seems that sometimes it spikes. So sometimes it spikes. Hang on a moment. I want to fix something real quick. It's really stupid, but my keyboard's not yellow, and I can't play when my keyboard's not yellow. Come on, keyboard, be yellow. Okay, it's not happening. My keyboard doesn't want to recognize Factorio today. So this is the weird world we're in. Maybe what I'll do is I'll prepare to get the extra power gubbins, because I need these for... Okay, what do I need? The deuterium, I need... reactor? Yes. I need tungsten I've got most of that. I need to actually connect lead plate, that's pretty simple. So the real problem is the heat exchangers, I believe, which needs ceramic pipes, which needs this bad boy. So let's get that bad boy. Sometimes you just need a bad boy. And right now I need a bad boy. A silicon nitrate. Oh, that was a train. That was a train right there. Okay, and modules. Modules. Chang. We are almost at the point that the base is able to start grabbing these with bots. Gosh, where is the robo network out to? That to over here. Actually, if we just go a little bit more forwards. If we just be a bit more forward in life, if you know what I mean. Okay. I don't know what I mean. So let's just grab those. Grab those. And we want to like connect that to the logistics network. And silicon nitrate. I don't even know how much we need of this. Nitride rather, not nitrate. Ask me the difference, I don't know it. Okay, then we need to make... We need to make gold as well, I guess. We need gold and lead. Okay, well, both of those are actually pretty simple to make. First off, ceramic pipes. Assuming I haven't made some weird mistake with that, that should be easy enough. No, it does look like a bunch of ceramic pipes just came through. So, 300 should be enough. Okay, that's good. So we need gold and lead. Gold and lead, okay. Neither should be a particular problem. Lead may be an inconvenience, but not a problem. Let's see. Gold is there. So a couple of casting facilities will be just fine. So just connect that way. And we're going to... Is this within range of a roboport? It is. Cool. Double pass provider chests. And we're going to connect to the logistics network gold. How much gold do we need? Probably not that much. Like 500 gold is probably enough. Okay, that's also doing 500 gold. So now we just connect it. And we have gold. And the gold is desired. Good. Now lead. Any of those lead? None of those are lead. It's pointing. Lead's got to be here somewhere. We had a facility making solder here. If I remember rightly, I had some lead coming out of that. Oh, that's looking good. Liking that. Oh, look, it just comes right into the base. Perfect. And the only problem is it doesn't... Actually... No, what I think I'll do is I'll build the lead here. Go that way. And while I could do one... Yeah, okay, I was worried about that possibility. Worried is probably a too strong a word because we can easily just get another roboport and just plonk it down there. Right. A train came by real close, but it was scared of me, so it left me alone. That's right, the train was scared of me. That's because I'm a badass, obviously. Okay, lead is being made. That's going to be used for the deuterium. Do we have everything we need to make this stuff now? So that's coming through, that's coming through, that's coming through, those coming through. This, oh, you better believe it's coming through. I was just collecting a couple of things now, which we'll get here in due time. So I'll leave it to it. It's probably going to kill my energy a little bit having this being made in such an inefficient manner with robots, but I don't really care that much. So, Now we're going to worry about transistors. Tin copper wire, plastic bars, silicon wafers. So plastic always comes in through the train line. I never really did a liquid bus for that. I could have, but I didn't. Tin copper wire, same thing. Silicon wafers, same thing, I suppose. But I think that comes through the train line as well. Logically speaking, well, not logically speaking, historically speaking. From the information I know speaking. Just speaking in general. Probably all of the above. So I don't think we have any more belts to pick up, which I feel like 313 is not near the number of belts I need. Doing what it can, but it's just slow on the steel. Can I improve that? Oh, it's trying to, but it's too slow. Okay, so we go stack inserters. Like it's not even requesting many. What the heck? Oh, is the problem... The problem isn't what I thought it was. The problem is it's just not grabbing fast enough. Okay, so we make it grab faster. Here I was thinking it was a resource problem, it was a throughput problem. Iron plates. Wait, we really have no iron plates? Seriously? Surely we don't have an iron problem. No, we just have a collection problem. That's an interesting problem. One that could probably be fixed with another strain casting machine. If I stand here, maybe something will build it for me. There we go. Look at that. Love it when a machine does what it's supposed to do. Happens so rarely. Not the machine's fault, admittedly. It's mine. But still, love to see it. Okay, and then we need to get this connected into... that. And that'll just increase the sheet coils coming through a little bit. It's not a huge improvement, it's like 50% improvement, but it'll do. Oh, good news guys, my keyboard's discovered Factorio and my keyboard is yellow again. Phew! It was worrying me. Man, we've got a lot of crap in here. And for some reason, 50 construction bots. Fine. Okay, so that's going. It's transistor time, I suppose. I don't know what other time it could be. Yeah, it's got to be transistor time. So what we could do is... I'm wondering whether we even build transistors over here. And then, no, that's a stupid place to build them. Gotta find a good place to build them. Wherever I put them, I kind of just want to slot them into here. Or maybe not even to there, just... maybe into here, yeah. It's a bit of an annoying place to put them, but hey, I was the one that built this stupid factory the way that it is. So it's on me. Or I could build them down here and then connect them through everything that way. That might actually be a better idea. Bit of a pain with all these belts that I put here, but... I'm going to need more train tracks though. Maybe even 1,000 train tracks. I think the bots will happily oblige me on that. Yep, that's 997 train tracks. It was so close. Alright, so now the bots have given me the correct number of train tracks. Let's build transistors down here. and then we can connect them to a couple of places. And yeah, we're going to do a couple of lines, connecting them to a couple of places, and hopefully that helps things go good. You heard me. I want things to go good. So this is going to continue being slow until... Oh, actually, probably just needs another black circuit coming down here. The only problem is black circuits do not come down here very often, because we do not make a lot of them. For reasons that are mostly due to the lack of transistors. Can't say I'm surprised. I kind of guessed that's where that one would have gone, but instead I'm surprised. I guess I can say I'm surprised. And I can say I'm surprised. I'm literally surprised. Yeah, there's a couple of worms around there. That's okay. They'll be dealt with. I'll bring the Venga bus back in a moment. We have not gotten near enough landfill for what I'm trying to do right now. That's alright. Because I believe the Spidertron is nearby, or like the crappy, cheap Spidertron that I have for some reason still. I'll build a better Spidertron one day. We'll get there. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Who knows if I will or not. Jury's out. Or jury's in. I don't know. The jury's not where they need to be right now, is what I'm saying. So what I could do is bring in plastic and bring in silicon and work from that. I think I want to go a little bit further down. Let's bring the Venga bus back. Just have that sitting there for 300 seconds. And I'm pretty sure, I certainly hope anyway, that the worm has more stuff for me. Not the worm. The spider. Spiders and worms are different animals. One day I'll learn that. Not today. One day. I know, but no, there's a couple of belts on that. Shouldn't be any belts on that. Make any gosh darn sense with the belts on that. We've got these big crystals. We've got a lot of big crystals. Why do we not have more of these things? Is it transistors? Doesn't look to be transistors. Is that ferric chloride? Kind of, but not in the way you'd expect it to be. Ferric chloride, because this was never actually connected to it. But now it is. Okay, and that'll all just sort of push itself to the top. Now, we're going to the spider and hoping that it had some sand in it. It looks like it has no sand in it at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. But I think we could go get some sand for it. Do I not have a lot of sand right now? I thought I would have had a lot. I do have a lot. Okay. I must be just trying to pick up 10,000 sand, and that's just never enough. Yeah, because I was carrying 10,000 sand. You know what, this is going to take too long. I'm walking. I really need to speed up that spider bot. Once I'm done with efficiency modules, I'm going to start on the things that'll make me my sweet power armor. Just walk through all the irradiated steam. I think it's how steam works anyway. I really don't know. 9,000 sand, 8,000 sand. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of sand. Okay, another 1,000 sand. I'm gonna grab as much sand as I can coming up through this way. 14,000 sand. Okay, so I have 37,000 sand. Nice, it's a lot of sand. These are still running, which is nice to see. They do have a tendency to just black out sometimes. I thought there'd be a train here, but there's no train here. There's a train here, however, so I'll go grab that train. All right then, so if we go down here, why that sludge drop? It's mostly full anyway. I don't see all the reason to go back, just for like a few hundred units of sludge. Cool. We're going to need some signals as well. If we don't put signals here, everything will jam up again. Okay, so with 37,000 units of sand, we should be able to do some damage. Is that still firing? Doesn't look like it. Now, this going across will go far enough, so I'll start this, but I won't complete it just yet. I mean, I don't know if this train track will actually ever be useful, but, you know, you might as well build with the intent for it to be useful. It's never going to be useful if you don't ever build it. And that's the philosophical words I have today. If you build it, it could be used. It's like if you build it, they will come, but shittier. If you build it, someone may want it. They probably won't, but you know, whatevs. Okay, so that is the worst catchphrase. So let's get the train tracks, and because we want plastics, and we also want silicon things. So let's just connect them properly. Oh, off the train goes. You want to just sit there for just a few minutes? Like just 100 seconds? See what happens. Maybe you feel it. I don't think it's feeling it. Oh, it is. It is feeling it. Good. Okay, so this is going to be a plastic drop. I'm not going to worry too much about anything else right now. I'm just going to build the track. And let's go fast stack inserters. We don't need to go fast out, but whatever. Cool. And half of these will go in a downwards direction. Just to be a bit more useful to someone. Probably me. Hopefully me. Okay, and red wires, which are real, and they will eat you when you're not looking. So don't be afraid, kids. Oh, did I say don't be afraid? I mean be terrified. They're red wires. They're after you. Plastic bars. How many do I want? Let's just say 10,000. Let's go nutso. And of course, this is going to be called plastic drop. Train is currently being filled up. Okay. Real quick, is that train got a lot, not enough to eat? Yeah, I mean that train can eat for a while. Cool. Because the last thing I want is a hungry train. mean, I could always do another plastic pick train. Might not be a terrible idea. Okay, then we need a silicon train. And we're going to do that in a similar place as this one. So this is going to get silicon ingots, and it's going to make good stuff. So we're going to do something very similar, but we're going to have it going the other way. With more steel chests. Nice. Okay, now this same way should be all connected up with red wires, so we should have silicon ingots. That we do. How many of these do we need? I don't know, 5,000? 5,000 may be too small a number, but whatevs. And we're going to have them just coming out through here, and we're just going to induct them immediately. Like, I don't need them to be not inducted. Like, no one's got time for that shit. So I started watching on GDQ, or Games Done Quick. They had a Factorio run for base Factorio, and I was enjoying that. I like watching Factorio run speed runs. I'm just never going to do one myself. Every now and then I think maybe I will do a speed run for something, and then I'm like, that sounds like a bad idea. I don't want to do that. And then I don't. Because screw that, right? People love speedruns, and I wish I could care, but I think I'm just happier just to watch them and marvel at what the heck I just watched. I don't think I'm alone on that. Okay. So we'll do some silicon ingots here. We need casting machine 2s. Bad news, buddy. I got casting machine 3s. I think I got enough of them, though. Do I have enough of them? I do have enough of them. Wonderful. Okay, so then I just gotta get a air filter. Which I do have. I do have them, and they are good. Go. Air filter, and we just need some nitrogen. You don't even need much nitrogen, just a bit, just to get the silicon seeds working. So that's where they went. Wasn't really looking for them, but I found them anyway. Okay, and air filtering. Yes, and we just want to set fire to the oxygen. Like every doomsday plan starts off. Step 1, set fire to oxygen. Step 2, what did you do? I set fire to the oxygen. Should I have not done that? No. What were you planning to breathe? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we should be, well, there's the plastic. That's coming. I probably do need to set up this train to actually receive things. And here it comes, which means it was full. And I probably need to also set this up so it doesn't jam everything. Or anything, rather. Okay, and that should be my silicon. Let's see. Let's just confirm. Making the seeds. Okay. So now we just need to get tinned copper wire. Now the good news about tinned copper wire is I hate it. There is no good news with tinned copper wire, I hate it. Out of curiosity, how fast do these build? They build 1.5. So if I do this, and then split it like that, and then I do a similar thing on the other side, actually no, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that either. Just none of that. None of what's happening right now. Okay, now that I've fixed that weird mistake up, it wants to go like that. Yeah. Okay, so we've got two starting bits of silicon. Sorry, it appears that I've got a bot trying to talk to me. Oh, bots. They're the only things I ban. Alright, so. Silicon wafers, check. Plastic bars, check. Tin copper wires. Now, I don't want to build those by hand because they're a pain, but I can do this. 2 of these, in fact. But not right there, I can't. Let's do them like this. Yeah, you know what, that looks pretty good. I don't have any strain castings. Do I not carry strain casters around? Legitimately surprised for that. Oh, I do. I just request 0 of them. Okay, well, that's on me. So let's get some copper and some tin. We do also need water, but that shouldn't be too difficult in a SeaBlock run, aside from the fact I don't see any right now. Water, water, water. I could go from down there, but I might just go on the other side of the tracks. He says immediately run. You know what? Alternative idea. I could just make water with blasting charges, of which I have some of. There we go. I've made water. Congratulations. Go me. Number 1. Best cat. Number 1 best cat. Population me. Okay. It's copper time. Actually, I don't know if this is copper or lead that I'm connecting right now. It looks like it is copper, yes. And the last one is not lead, it's actually tin. I can connect the tin this similar way. Alright, so all I really need now is strain casters. Okay, let's assume I had strain. No, you know what? Let's get the strain casters now. Hey. Yeah. Opposed. Okay, well we've got that science complete, so that's actually really exciting. How are we doing with exoskeletons? They are all fully researched. Neat. Robots? Of bot construction is complete. Can't really. I can boost that, I suppose. Work at cargo size. That'll make things a little bit faster for parts of the base. Okay, so now we just need to make the transistors. Which, if we go through these little smaller jibbity jabbities, and we're probably going to get to double size, which that's only single spacing. How much would that make? That would make a belt and a half. But what if we do two of these? Right? No, we want to go one more further out. Because we want to go in like that. Yeah, let's just do it properly. Looking good. We're actually going to do a similar thing on the way out. So hopefully this will make a lot of transistors. That is the desired outcome anyway. Okay, and we need to move those because they're in the wrong place now. Okay, so they can get a full belt of wafers. What do they need more of? Wafers, they need a full belt of. Sure. And a full belt of wafers for you too, good sire. And then for you, you get half a belt of plastics and wire. And for you, you kind of do the same thing except like that. So once we get those strand casters here, we should have this all. Well, it's not connected. That's probably going to be a problem, but we build substations. Can. Minor problem with how I've built this. More substations, please. Yeah, minor problem that we may have actually not left enough room for things. So if we grab that and move that a little bit further down. And there's room for substations. I mean, that just works by itself, doesn't it? All it needs is the wires, and we're good. And we'll go get those wires. So, can't help but notice I don't have a train right now. Yeah, I think we're going to make a second one of these trains. I think this is the point where we might start to be running out of plastics again. I think this is my train. No, it must be this one. Actually, I don't want to wait here. What am I thinking? What I do want is this train to come down here and then just chill out just for a moment so I can duplicate the train. Okay, so just hold that train. Right, yep, just fill up my inventory with crap. I appreciate that. Doesn't help that I got so much sand. That's probably my fault. Probably don't need 3,000 belts. Sure, I need a lot of them, but probably not 3,000 of them. Am I really requesting 2 types of air filters? Probably. I'm just struggling to find them both. It's air filter 2s. Good. Air filter 1s are somewhere else, probably. Okay, let's try this. Ah, there. Okay. No, none of those, please. Okay, so we want a train and a cargo thing, which surely I have somewhere, which I cannot find, so I'm just going to... Where's the cargo wagon already exists? Of course it does. Wait, am I not building cargo wagons? Huh. I mean, step 1, I don't need more cargo wagons, but step 2, I actually do need one right now. Okay, you can go back to plastic 2. Thank you for your service. You also go to plastic 2. Thank you for your service. And we should have strain casters. Like maybe 20 of them. I do. Rad. Alright, so let's finish transistors and then let's put them somewhere. And then I think we get a new level of radiation poisoning. Thought science would be done faster than this, but it turns out I probably do need to make faster science. Okay. That's not connected to copper. Really? Oh, okay, I guess not. It's now, though. Okay, looking good, looking good. And that's going to make lots of transistors. So, what do we need transistors for? Well, we could put transistors up there. Maybe if we actually bring all the transistors up there, we actually do something interesting with them. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't know if we've got enough belts for this, but, you know, you do what you can. What I might actually do is, rather than that, just bring some of the transistors straight into there. So that starts to get the transistors going somewhere. Yeah, I've noticed. That is the next thing, thank you. Next I'm going to be working on deuterium power. So that is already in the planning stages. But thank you very much for letting me know, just in case I'd missed it. I do appreciate it. Okay, so now what I would like to do is move this down here and just... That should be good. There's going to be a lot more transistors coming through into there. Okay. Now the next question is, do I bother putting these up all? Where do I put the rest of them? What I might do for now is just... I don't even need to do that. Do I just hold off on it for now and just see where it's struggling? Because when that goes in there, it's pretty much a full belt. That is probably still kind of lacking. So maybe what I do is I connect one of the belts that way through there and just weave it into there. Okay. This is just absolute spaghetti right now. If you're afraid of an Italian pasta dish, look away now, because this train ain't stopping. You're afraid of people being killed by trains? I mean, well, I haven't been killed by a train lately, so that's cool, I suppose. I'll take a victory where I can get one. That may have been a bad place to put that one. Yeah, that may have been a bad one. Right, we're through. We figured it out. What we're gonna do... Okay, so while this is probably not perfect in any way, these do seem to be running. The only problem is these having problems with this part. And the slowness is due to not enough of these being made. The slowness is not enough crystals? Are you serious? Oh no. Why are you slow? Not enough transistors. Really? Okay, well then that's where we're going to put the last belt, I suppose. And then that should... yeah, that should more or less be enough transistors for the time being. Just really mess that clean situation I had, just really screw it up more. We want to keep going up actually. Okay. So blue has enough transistors, I suppose, but this will really just ram it home. Cool. And that should speed up production of everything else. Because now the crystals are being used more. That means these are being moved and blue's coming through. Yeah, this is good. This is more or less where I want to be. I'll probably increase all of these more, but now this is good. Okay, is it power time? I think it's power time. Actually, before that, we have some surprises. We have a couple of little prizes just for me. Just for me. Oh yeah, these are never going to be built like that, are they? Turns out you do actually need to turn the right things on. There we go. And that's going to just do its own thing. And we have 2 productivity module 3s. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think things are going to speed up once the boards are coming through a bit faster. What we're going to do is we're going to put those in there. That's going to be real slow. That's going to be like 60% speed. We're going to work on beacons later. That's like another step that we'll be working on. But right now, I think it's deuterium time, which is a very fun time. So what do we not need? We don't need a lot of things right now. We will turn a lot of these back on later, but for now, let's just turn a lot of this off, because it's time to just build a shit ton of radiation. Actually, how do I build these? What are these built in? Assembly machines? Easy enough. What does it need? It needs fusion catalysts, it needs it needs fusion catalysts. Forgot about that. That's not a problem actually, I've been building these forever, so it just needs deuterium gas, some lead plates, so it does need casting machines. Don't think I turned those off. We don't need as many induction furnaces. Yeah, we've still got those, so that's good. And we're gonna, okay. The deuterium's there, so we're going to bring it over to here and then just expand that way. However, I do notice there are some friends there that I do not want. The worst kind of friends. Let's go get our, what are they called? Fusion catalysts. And then we'll come back to the base. While we're on the way, actually, we will start getting my things ready. How many of these do I want? Look, I'd love 10. I don't have 10. I will need a centrifuge. Request for this already exists. Okay, well, I want some. 50 is too many. 10 will do. I want some heat pipes. Level 3 if possible. I want you to wait here, please. I have probably more fusion catalysts than I thought I was going to pick up just then. 150 doesn't seem enough. 300. Then we need to start worrying about how we're going to power these things. So, heat exchangers, level 2. 2 of those, and power turbo or steam turbines. We probably want like 100 of them. And we're going to need some sand as well. Okay, inventory full, got it. Do we need 1,000 rail right now? No, probably not. Let's empty that out, empty that out. Red wire, probably not. Iron chests, definitely not. Still too much space, huh? Or still too much. Okay, well, biters, we're not working on those right now. Advanced chemical plants, probably don't need those right now. We don't need that many red circuity boys either. We good? No, there's no way we're good. There's no way, no heckin' way that this is going to be enough. Aside from the fact I don't think we actually have enough steam turbines, so maybe that'll have to do. So the original plan is we were going to build here, but then we built other stuff on the way. So I imagine the way we have to build is this way. I don't know what it's trying to bring me right now, and I don't really care. I don't think we're going to have enough deuterium gas, but we can always expand on that later. So the reason we're taking the Venga bus right now is because we really need to deal with some of these worms before we start doing this. I think we still have pumps, don't we? Yes, we do. Good. Okay, Venga bus, just wait here for a moment. We've got some worming to do. Oh, the circle was actually fine there. Yeah, the problem is it kind of wasn't. Okay, let's put the signals in just so we don't make a mistake later on. That is tradition. If you don't put the signals in now, you will forget about them and never do them. Great. Then we're going to put another circle in. Because what's better than one circle? A second circle. Look, just work on space construction. We're going to need it soon anyway. That's the wrong size. Signal. Here we go. So we may not actually have enough rails like I thought we would, but that's okay. Also, that is entirely the wrong place. What the heck? Okay, so at some point very soon I'm going to get some angry worms. I revel in the sound of angry worms. Oh, okay. Satellite network complete. I can now build the space dry dock facility. Fantastic. Okay, so we have actually progressed. We need to build a few more things. Namely structure components and assembly components. But honestly, the rocket can just keep launching satellites for the time being, because I do still need hundreds. Thanks, Lord Platypus. Appreciated. Appreciate the GGs. It's better than the F for respect. Okay. Look, I think we just start building land here. we're not too worried about the water situation because we can just blast more water should we require it. I'm fairly certain we won't have enough land in what we're doing here, but that's okay. How many deuterium power plants do I have? I have 2. Wow, okay. That's going to each provide like about 100 and... Each is going to provide 180 power. So yeah, it's pretty good. $5,000 extra sand. That's not going to be enough for much of anything, but that's okay. So, yeah, I really do need to build these at some... Oh my goodness, they're hefty lads to build. So, let's build a tank. I always love that when you type in tank, it's like military tank. It's like, no, like a tank of water. I feel like it's disappointed every time you do that too. Like it so wants to build a military tank. Okay, so I built this intending to have 350. It's got 8.1 each. I may have overestimated how much was going to be made. It's alright. It's fine. So now with this tank that I've just constructed, it's going to go here. I'm going to put the pump right there. I'm building it backwards just to make sure I don't accidentally lose anything through some weird trickery. Because I need a lot of this stuff. I will be expanding my construction of deuterium in the future as well, but not yet. That is a situation for another day. Okay, and we need a warehouse. And while we're thinking about the warehouse, we need centrifuges. Centrifuges are going to need to turn my used up fuel into lead plate and lithium. I don't care about lithium, but the game kinda does. Okay, so where my warehouse? Where's my singular warehouse that I built? Here it is. Okay, so that's sucking that stuff up. 66 second. Cool. Now we need a casting machine for the lead. Nope, not strain casting, just a regular caster. And we never really need much, so we're going to red wire it, is what I'd say if we had any red wire, but we don't. Because we gave up all my electric circuits. Of course I did. Of course I did. Did I give up all my induction furnaces as well? I didn't. Oh, you know what? That's actually slightly impressive for a change. Okay, and lead. That go in there. To make my lead boys. Now, I don't need too much lead. I need just enough to never need it again. Do I go and find the electric circuits that I need? Where would they be anyway? I'd have electric circuits down here, wouldn't I? I do. Here we go, problem solved. Boom. Computer genius found the electric circuits by making them nearby. It's not how computer genius works, but whatever. You gotta do a dance to the computer genius, man. I think about Homestar Runner a lot, and I quote it, and no one ever knows that I'm quoting, and so it just sounds like I'm just being weird. My wife just shouted I am weird, but she also never watched Homestar Runner, so you know. That's the real weirdness. Alright, so if lead is less than 20. Look, you know what? Let's go lead less than 50. I don't need too much lead, but... Okay. Now we actually need to make... Oh, those can go in there. Now we actually need to make the stuff. We don't need to make too many of them. We just need to make one of them, honestly. And deuterium comes into there. Cool, and let's just get a pipe. Goes like that, goes like that, goes like that. Okay, deuterium's in there. Lead technically sort of in there. Fusion cells also in there. The first 10 deuterium fuel cells are being constructed. Exciting. Now, what we need to do is actually put the deuterium somewhere. It's going to be right here. Look at them. Glorious. Wonderful. Now the question is, this time are we going to learn from my mistakes? And the answer is not at all. So that one's going to go pick up from here, drop. And that one's going to go pick up from here, drop. That way, deuterium comes in that way. In that way. In the way I was originally saying, and then out. You know, I just wanted to avoid going over each other, but I'm not going to do that. I don't know why I was being so like, I can do this. Why did I believe in myself? What a foolish endeavor that was. Okay. But that will make power. Then what we're going to do is going to spread heat exchangers. And we're going to build, how many of these can we build? We have, I don't even know how many turbines we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70 turbines, so we want 35 of these. There is no way there's going to be enough heat. Or water, for that matter. How much water will this even require? That much will require... 1,000 water per second. And this will generate 1,200 water per second. Let's not make it perfect. Really trying to get a perfect ratio is just a bad idea. And I feel like I want to separate them a little bit. No, I don't need to do that. I got a new plan. Okay, so that's all filled up with water. Neat. Then, what we're going to do, rather than build them all next to each other, we're going to go like this. This is a trick I learned watching a speed run. And it's like, this is not even a trick. It's very basic stuff. And it's like, yeah, well, you didn't just make the mistake. I just clearly did. Shit. I mean, that wasn't a trick I learned from a speedrun. That's still not going to work that way. Oh, mercy. There is no mercy. Mercy is for the weak. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to connect them all up. But we're not going to do that because that's stupid. That's literally how this doesn't work. Okay. when you learn a trick from a speed run, you actually need to figure out why you did it. The answer was not the reason I did. Okay, so we currently have 0 watts of power. That does make sense because nothing's connected. We currently have 963, 964 watts of power. Megawatts, obviously. We have that should be heating up incredibly. So they won't go until they're at 615 degrees. That's fine. And this is actually in the wrong place. Oh no, it's fine. It just doesn't go back again, which it needs to do. So this should generate... How's this going for heat? It could actually generate more heat. Well, I mean, if it could, it should. What if I did this? Let's copy that. Go ahead and make them go like that. Let's do that. They go the other way too? Not quite. That's alright. Okay. Then. Alright, so things are heating up quite rapidly. So the first couple of power nodes you use don't actually do much. That's okay. Now, because of how this is all going to run, we need to put a speaker. So it's been a long time since I've used a speaker, but if this is, so if deuterium gas is less than, say, okay, that was just a test, If it's less than 1,000, I want that alarm, and I want it to be a global playback. No, I don't need a message. I was getting too fancy. But the power on the map needs to be a fuel cell. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Great. So we should be seeing these turning on very, very soon. Apparently they're making 0 watts of power. That's okay. And then we can go check on my modules and see if I can make those faster. How are these going? My black chips going, actually. Chips are being manufactured a little bit faster. Now the problem appears to be integrated electronics due to the lack of silicon? Really? Huh. That's a little confusing to me. Again, where's that silicon going? That silicon's not really going anywhere. Okay, well, it does seem like things are beginning to turn on, so that's cool. Yeah, you can see like immediately like, power is just increasing. That's pretty good. If I wanted more, I would need more deuterium reactors, but I don't think I need to do that right now. I think we're good for now. And that power is probably still increasing. Yeah, you can see it. And that also puts less threat on the uranium ones. Not that, well, not threat, but less strain on it. Not that that actually helps because it uses the same power either way. But it is funny that this creates, what, 300 megawatts, and this is, yeah, it's about 700, that one over there. Okay. So we're having a problem with integrated integrated electronics because of silicon. Now surely we can make more silicon. That seems like an easy thing to make. I'm just curious about something. I think I'm still researching that. It's literally what I'm researching now. I would need assembly robots. But hey, what do you know? I've done most of the stuff I need for that. I'd need to build high-level construction bots, but again, that's not as complicated as you'd think. Okay, so let's figure out how we can improve silicon. There's got to be some silicon ingots around that we can just chuck in. Okay, just let it refill. We do not need those centrifuges anymore. Although, could we speed up research? I honestly think we could at this stage. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to speed up research. The only way I know how, which is to build more science stations. This is not really going to work, is it? I don't know! Some of these things are going to need to be restocked by hand, I already know that. That makes my lab 2s. Ooh, that doesn't even make lab 2s. Could production module and beacon labs. Can't production module beacon the labs. I've tried. Does not allow you to. At least I tried before and it wasn't allowing me to. Maybe I can now. But I did try before. Gotta believe me. I'm not crazy. It was the dog. The dog did do it. Look at its evil smile. You can't trust the dog. Anyway. Now that I'm done being crazy as a joke. Joke. Some of those things is actually built, which I think is funny. I didn't think it was going to be able to. I will be limiting a lot of these things very soon, of course. Maybe some labs don't have module slots. You know, I'll double check that. There's no harm in double checking stuff, I suppose. And if I just let these things go, I would have way too much of a lot of things that have no practical purpose. Okay, so let's just real quickly start turning a lot of these off. That one, do we need 100 of those? You know what, I don't think we ever will need 100 of those. That's 2 that looks like that. And that's 2 that looks like that. And that's the green one. And that's the 3 that looks like that. And that's the 3 that looks like that. And that's the 4 that looks like that. That, you'd never guess, is the 4 looks like that. What's up here that doesn't have its... Okay, moving on. That's the yellow one. That's the blue one, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't building that. And that's the purple one. Now, purple ones, let's build 20 of these. I could probably improve the beacons as well, though. But some of these are actually going to really struggle being built. Mostly the femto laser arrays, because quite honestly, I don't carry those around. Okay, let's have a look at the science, see if you're right. I hope you are, but let's see. Yeah, there's no space for them. Although I'm trying to make lab 2s. Maybe lab 2s work that way. I think there's things I'm not making for lab 2s. We'll have a look. How's power going? 1.5 gigawatts? Or gigawatts? Tungsten plate. Do we? I thought we had tungsten plate. Oh, we mustn't do. So yeah, there's a few things that we're going to need to expand upon. That might be for another day. Also, I've left my train behind somewhere again. Oh, it's down there. I'll have to go and collect it at some point. How are my modules going? Slowly. Because we were going to see if we could find silicon, weren't we? And then we never did. I mean, I could always get the silicon from where I was building it before. That might actually be a better idea. It's going to be a reverse pipe situation. They thought it could never be done. Here we are, going to reverse pipe. Dun dun dun. Okay, those are actually going through at a decent pace, not a recent pace. It appears that we are not breeding medium. We are breeding medium biters. We are not breeding big biters, but that'll be fixed another day. Maybe that's the one. Well, there's only one more lab type that needs them, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. We'll certainly try it out. Don't you worry, we'll get on it. Okay, so silicon. Let's just... What's that doing? No. I literally do not... Wait, were you trying to do that? Is it backwards? I think it was. Anyway, not really what I was trying to do right now. We are integrated circuits. They are close to here. There they are. Okay. I think making the better science things will be a situation for next session, which we are almost at, I'm afraid. I'm not petrified, but just a little bit upset about the whole situation. Okay, and let's just connect that into there. Different fluids. What? Why the hell was there sulfur in there? Why the hell is there still sulfur in here? The hell's the sulfur coming from? Where the hell is the sulfur coming from? Oh. That was weird. Are we good now? I think we're good now, yeah. Maybe that's why this was having a problem. Probably not actually, but maybe. Okay, so these silicon wafers. I don't know how long we went building silicon wafers for, but it's when you flush it and cut out like, isolate it, and it's still there. You're like, huh, it's gotta be here somewhere. Okay, so those silicon wafers coming down are delicious. Oh, that's what that was doing. It was making more of them here. Okay. Well, we're gonna make some more wafers. Because no one can stop me. No one would dare try. Gotta keep making my wafers. But we might need to improve integrated circuits at some point in the near future. But what I just remembered I haven't done is made little boxes to keep level 1s, 2s, and 3s. Now I don't need a box for the level 3s, obviously, because that's... I suppose I do. Yeah. Now I don't need too many, but I do need a couple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an inserter. Maybe I should put this in a place where there's actually power. No, none of these are going to have power, so there we go. So this unfortunately will slow things down a bit, but there are a few things that I just need to have lower tier modules for. And then finally at the end, of course, I need just a big steel chest just to keep everything in it. And these boxes I want to be full. Right now it's disappointing, but that's okay. It won't be disappointing forever. Because the longer this goes on, the faster we're going to get everything else and more resources, and you know, it's gonna go crazy at some point. Right now, I mean, we're always making at least 2 black processing chips, so that's good. You know, that's progress. And the reason why we're not making enough is, I think, because of integrated chips, which are coming through faster. You know, let's not forget that they are coming through. Because now, right now, it's just trying to catch up with everything because it was down for a while. If anything's the problem there, it might be the fact those chips coming too slowly. Gotta bring those wafers in. Gotta build more chippies. You never have too many chippies. Or as everyone else calls them, potato chips. Or corn chips, just chips in general. Just chippies. You just want to get your chippies. I got scared saying it that last time. I thought I sounded stupid. I did, let's be honest. I did sound stupid. I still sound stupid. But I gotta get my chippies. I sound like I'm being one of those, like, really offensive, like, frog memes. What is it called? Pepe. Pepe memes. I'm now a Pepe meme. Oof. Well, I've never hated myself more than this moment. Okay. But that has really improved stuff. If I even do this, just speed it up a little bit more. Gotta get them integrated chips out of here. I love that one bit that I missed right in the middle, the most critical bit. Wow, it's not even fast enough for what I've got. Because my machines are being lazy and not making enough. If these were casting machine 3s, on the other hand, maybe they'd get around to making more stuff, you know? Wait, what's missing? Purple. Oh, that is. Yeah, okay, I suppose. Alright, but that has increased production by quite a bit, I would hope. Using a lot more silicon, but that's okay. And if I need to make more of these, that's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy recipe to make more of. I could do the same thing with this as I did with transistors. So this is making more black circuits. Good. Very happy about that. And likewise, it should be making more black circuits. Yeah, so now I'm making 4 at a time, more or less. Okay, so can these go even faster? That's the next question. Integrated circuits still slowing us down. Interesting. But integrated circuit seems to have caught up here. What we could do, and what we will do, oops. Is speed it up this way. My stream is almost over, by the way. It's almost over. I'm just going to do these last little bits. I got to say goodbye to all the good people. Okay, so that is speeding up my module production, which is very, very good. Not actually what I thought that line was going for, and I guess if I'd noticed that it wasn't going the same direction, I would have noticed. But I didn't. Okay, so it does look like things are going faster. Transistors appear to be a problem again. Gosh, what? I mean, okay, if transistors are a problem, how are we going on that little transistor farm I built? I was wondering what that was. It was just some water. My little transistor farm that I built, it's... The transistors aren't moving too quickly, so I could possibly even split them out and put them in a place that's more likely to be used. So we can do that later. That's not going to be a problem. I'm occasionally seeing one of the... Wait. What did I just... Oh, it was a blue circuit. I was like, I just thought I saw a speed module picked up by an efficiency module. I was like, that doesn't make a lick of sense. These aren't actually powered, so that's annoying. But we are seeing more blue modules and thus more everything else. Going to need to move transistors, maybe even speed this up, because that appears to be too slow. Oops. Don't quite know what I'm doing on that part, but that's okay. Trying to get these a little bit faster. Huh. Okay. That sped things up quite dramatically. Anyway, I am done for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please give a follow. It's the best way to find out when I am next streaming and when I am live. If you're wondering what times those usually are, you can check the schedule. It is pretty good. I am usually on time, barring the, of course, life events, but, you know, life's pretty calm right now, so I can usually make those times. If you'd like to see old episodes of this or old sessions, you can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. The link is down below as well. Beyond that, I'm done. We've made some good progress today, and we are not getting any speed modules through here whatsoever. So that's why are we not getting speed modules through here? I don't know. We may need to worry about that next time. We may need to boost those level zeros because look at them. They're not even doing anything. They're lazy. Got to get these done faster, don't we? Yeah, so we're going to need more crystals. We're going to need to pet more biters. The only thing you can do. How are they going? It's sort of being pet, I suppose. I think we need to move these faster. Get more of these. Anyway, with that, I am done. Did I make the Mark II labs? You know what? I didn't. That's probably something I'm going to have to do next time as well. Yep. I'll write that down as well to make that next time. But I am done for today. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully catch you guys on the next stream. Bye, everyone.